My parents have been in the business buying and holding, fixing and flipping out of Greenville, South Carolina here for probably about 7 years now. And I've always been around. I've always kind of seen, the hustle, the grind aspect of, them buying these houses, buying from wholesalers, buying off MLS and stuff like that.
Say that again, just, for the people who are starting and who are even considering getting discouraged enough to drop out because they've made a couple hundred calls and didn't get a deal. Say what you just said again.
Yeah, it took me, I don't have the exact number, but it was thousands of calls, probably about 3 or 4 hours a day for 6 days a week for 4 months straight.
Can you kind of dig into that a little more? But specifically how REIRail and the features of REIRail, how are you using them strategically? How that helped make the difference?
I actually had my leads manager at the time. I had her go full time and basically saying, okay, you know what? Every day we're going to do a consistent amount of drops, right? So we started doing, 400 drops in a day. We really try to live answer. I know some people that do RVMs, they think, oh, let me just get volume out there. Let me just get my message out there and hopefully they call back and say, leave a message. But what we found is
Vince, we need that sound that you have in the pod cases when a jewel is dropped.
Oh,
yeah, we need that sound right there.
If you think about it, when they're getting that voicemail in that call, right? They think it's a call. They're like, if I call you right back, why wouldn't you answer my call?
As some of those calls turn into inbounds, Laverna, the lead manager, will field those, right?
Correct.
So the person can stay laser focused on just pumping the outbounds.
Now what we do is every 30 days. So it's the same list, but it's a different message. And then the third time we rehash, it's actually it's actually our leads manager's voice, right? So at the first 2 drops are my voice, right? So, and then the second one is a completely different number, a completely different person.
You're changing the message. You even said something that I thought was really fantastic, which is they may not like me. Right. They may not like my voice. What that shows is that you're actually thinking about the human being on the other side. Like you are sitting down and actually thinking from the perspective of the people that you're trying to reach.
And I point that out because maybe the most important words in there were the words and
Mm-hmm.
Right? And and why do I say that, Willie?
Because it's natural. It's a person.
To the best of your ability, you've spent roughly how much on RVM as a marketing channel, and how much have you made off of that?
Probably, and this is a little bit higher just because we have skip traced a lot of data through you guys.
Yeah.
We probably spent about 7,500 somewhere around there.
But for easy math, let's say you spent 10 grand, and you have made to date.
We've made to date probably about one. I just was looking at those numbers before we hopped on the call. Just from REIRail, we've probably made about not one. I think it's like 197.5 somewhere around there.
It's like 20x.
Yeah. And